Is there anything I can do, sir? Please. Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please. I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you. Please. Please. Please.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Today's video takes us to the great state of Indiana, where we find old Jailbird Craig. Now, he's been released from jail, but guess what he's going to do? That's right, he's going to e-big. He wants all of you good people to send at least $5 to keep him out of jail. Isn't that lovely? Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy!
But guys, I want to tell you, I wasn't able to tell you in the first live stream. It looks like we've got 107 people in here right now. In the first live stream, I detailed how my bond was revoked, but we didn't really cover how the new charges were going to affect me, how they're going to play into everything. So I want to say right now that I do want to ask everybody for their help. I need everybody's help because these charges are clearly frivolous. I think anybody with a brain, anybody with two eyes can see that.
Now, wait a minute, Craig. Are you trying to tell us that you have a brain? That little piece of pea inside your head, that pea brain that you have, that little slither of what, membrane? You want to call it a brain? If you had a brain, you wouldn't be in this situation, Craig. Case closed.
And I really would appreciate any legal monetary help at all. We're going to be doing an official fundraiser with the help of my friend Ty. He has got a plan to raise money for this that is going to cause, nobody's going to have to come out of pocket if they do this. But if you can help, if you are in a position to help, please do. The GoFundMe, Cash App, and PayPal should all be in the description below. I want everybody to tell me if the stream is doing all right. It looks like we're getting a little bit of lag here on my side. I am just in to the comment section. It looks like Ty is in here. Ty, good to see you. I haven't even talked to Ty since I've been out. I've just gotten out. We managed to go out to eat, get some real food. I managed to see what the government has been up to in my absence.
What's Craig, 25, 26, 27 years old? Man, you are setting a good example for your little boy. Yeah, I don't care about your woman or whatever that is. Yeah, it's your little boy, though. You should think about him. You're a father, and you're not setting a good example. How's he going to grow up? He's going to think this is normal behavior? What?
It is unfortunate what they've been up to. It looks like they've arrested a man named Chille de Castro, which is, in itself is an atrocity because we all know what Chille did, whether you like him, whether you don't like him, it's negative. I know that the day that he went to jail, right after that, I went to jail 13 days, and that was unfortunate. I wish that I could have told you guys a little bit more before we had actually gotten to that point. But I want to show you all exactly what these new charges are about, because I am trying to, as I say, I'm trying to raise money, and I want to show you guys what these charges are all about.
Oh, yes, indeed. Chille and Craig are good friends because they're both jailbirds and they're both losers. Chille raised about, what, $4,500, $5,000 for Craig? Yeah, people were donating money like it was going out of style. I'm telling you, I don't know why people would keep these losers out of jail. They need to sit in jail for a few years. Then, and only then, will they think about giving this nonsense up.
So I'm going to take this opportunity in this live stream to do that. And we are about to bring it up right now. So I want to show you guys first what I was charged with a Class B misdemeanor for. This is getting scary, everybody. This is one of the most important cases in America. All right. I understand that we've got cases going on with Cop Watch and we've got cases going on with auditors. What is going on in this case is a man went into a city council meeting and told his story. And because of that, and because the police chief didn't like the story, because the police chief didn't agree with the story, he has had me charged with a Class B misdemeanor, which carries up to 180 days in jail. All right. So it's a serious charge. It's a serious issue. And this is exactly why. I'm going to show you guys the incident, and then we're going to look at the probable cause affidavit briefly. And we are going to look at, as well, the actual charge itself and what it entails.
I couldn't imagine anything better than Craig getting 180 days in jail. Be just like his hero. Well, he's not a hero anymore. He's a zero. Yeah, he went in cocky and came out a crybaby. That's because he dropped the soap a couple of times. That'd make any man cry, wouldn't it?
So let's get ready. I'm about to show you guys this. Let's get into it. That is the incident in which they charged me with this crime. Now I want to show you the statute that they charged me with, and this is the charge in which I'm raising money for right now. I have a lawyer in every other case. We have the retainer paid. This is the new charge we need, and we need $5,000 for this retainer, and then the other $1,000 that's on the GoFundMe, that is for the bond money that just came out of one person's pocket. A singular person paid $2,500, and we aren't ever going to get that back from the courts. That's only the bondsman. So we're trying to get a little bit of that back for him.
Why someone would donate $2,500 to this yahoo is beyond my comprehension. If you have that much money laying around, get you a good financial planner and invest it somewhere where you're going to get a return. Because you're not going to get a return investing it on Craig. He's only going to go back to jail time after time after time. He's a jailbird.
I want to show you all right now. I want to show you the charges that have been brought against me by the state of Indiana. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that everybody can see it, okay? So here we've got defendant, and it says me. That's me right there. And then this is it. This is the charge. It is false informing. Defendant makes a false complaint against a law enforcement office. So they are saying that by virtue of me coming to the city hall at the town hall meeting, the city hall meeting in Linton, by virtue of saying what happened to me, that I have committed a crime. Essentially, what they don't like is my speech. They cannot stand for it, because anybody who speaks about law enforcement this way, anybody who points out the ridiculousness of these individuals that drive around on our dime all day, and they look for ways to terrorize us.
Oh, wait a minute, Craig. Whose dime do the people drive around on all day? Are you saying that you pay taxes? I bet you don't pay a dime in taxes. I bet you're in trouble with the IRS. Yeah, I just don't see Craig paying taxes. He hates the government so much. I mean, this guy is a true anarchist. He hates government. Don't you, Craigie boy?
They look for ways to extort us. They look for ways to do anything to us, to steal our property. Now they want to steal our kids. Now they want to do everything to us. They want to do everything. They just kidnapped me and held me for ransom for 13 days until they got their money. These are the most vile, disgusting creatures in the world. And I'm telling you, I went into this fight not expecting this much of a pushback. I was naive. I went into this trying to raise awareness about a government that I didn't think was this bad. But now I see that the freedom of speech is completely gone. You cannot even enter a city hall meeting and tell a story to them, a totally true story, by the way, without them charging you frivolously for the contents of your speech. That's what's happened to me in this particular incident.
Now, here's a novel idea, Craig. Why don't you stay home at night and take care of your son instead of delegating that work to your parents? Of course, I know they probably want to take care of their grandson because they know their son's incapable of doing that. Yeah, get a real job, earn some money, raise your son. Sounds like a great idea, but you're incapable of doing it, aren't you, Craig? Look at him laughing at the cops.
Craig Hendry presents himself to be a First Amendment auditor, which is how everybody seems to describe myself. But I think as most people will realize, I changed the name from CH and TY Audits quite a while ago, right? I have been doing a lot of stuff, right? I have not called myself a First Amendment auditor for a long time. This is what everybody else wants to call me. My name is Craig Hendry. I am a man. That's what I present myself to be. I wish people in the profession of law enforcement would try to do the same.
You claim to be a man, Craig. Why don't you act like a man? Act like a man that has a small son at home and needs you. He needs you more than you need all this nonsense, Craig. I guess you can't see it that way, though. Your mother and father are going to wind up raising that kid because you're going to be in jail. Is that what you want, Craig? You're headed in the right direction, my man.
But let's continue on. Craig Hendry presents himself to be a First Amendment auditor and makes videos of his encounters with government officials in which he tries to provoke the government officials into arguments or improper actions. And of course, he totally leaves out how one would try to provoke somebody into an argument or an improper action. That is not what I do at all. That is exactly the opposite of what I do. What I do is I walk around, right? That's just what I do. I just walk around in public, and these government officials just can't seem to behave themselves. That's not my fault, right? He then edits and posts the videos onto monetized social media accounts and platforms. In this area, he is well known for these actions throughout the law enforcement community, as well as many other government entities. Due to these circumstances, law enforcement officers are hyper-vigilant and hyper-cognizant while interacting with Craig Hendry.
It's a well-known fact what frauditors do, if you want to call them frauditors or if you want to call them anarchists. It's one and the same. I sit here 7 days a week and I watch hundreds of videos, and everyone is always the same. Harass and provoke until you get that negative reaction you're looking for, go home, edit out the parts you don't want, and then make money on it. I mean, what? A monkey could do that. Oh, well, I didn't mean to insult the monkeys. My bad.
Now, Craig Hendry presented to the council a prepared statement. Again, we're back in the affidavit here. During his prepared statement, Hendry made a number of allegations regarding the Linton Police Department. He also indicated that his intent by making this complaint was to, quote, abolish this terrorist organization that is sponsored by the taxpayers of the city of Linton, Indiana, unquote. Now, I'm going to stop and I'm going to tell you why he hates it. He hates it because if that police department was abolished, this fat man, Paul Clark II, would not be allowed to sit on his behind any longer and collect an extremely generous salary at the expense of everybody else while using that money to actively terrorize everybody that pays him. That's why he doesn't like it. Terrorists love people that aren't going to fight. That's what it is. And when they start fighting, a terrorist might need to use his power to put that person back in his place, right? And that's what they want to do.
What are you babbling about, Craig? You're a domestic terrorist yourself. You walk in and your weapon of choice is a camera. You think that by putting a camera in everybody's face that you're doing something good for America. You're only lining your pockets, Craig. And right now, you're spending all your money on attorney's fees and bail. Well, I guess it's not your money, though, is it? It's other people's money. Even better, huh?
And because the city council, because the police chief, because the police department doesn't like or doesn't agree with your story, you are going to be charged and potentially thrown in a concrete cage. That's what I'm looking at. That's why I am asking very humbly for everybody's support here. Everybody, if you could send me $5, $10, anything would help. Because these tyrants will stop at nothing. They just kidnapped me and held me for 13 days. They just held me for 13 days against my will. I had to turn myself in because if I didn't, they were going to come breaking through that door again. When my family's here, when my beloved son, when my beloved woman is here. My woman who's pregnant, by the way.
Now let me get this straight. You already have one small son and you got this woman knocked up. Is this the same woman that had the son? She looks like she's on something, man. I don't know. She just seems kind of spaced out in this picture. And who's going to pay for all this? That's right, Mommy and Daddy. How's her Mommy and Daddy? They happy with this? I bet not.
They're trying to take me away from her. before she has our next child, who, by the way, I have a brilliant announcement to make. We've got 395 people in the room. I'm very proud to say that I will be the father of a girl who is due July 29th. We haven't thought up a name yet, but we are expecting a girl. We just had the gender reveal party. I was absent for it. I was held in the cage during the gender reveal party. I wasn't allowed to be there. I was in jail on Easter, right? I was in jail for my son losing his first tooth. These are things that I'll never, ever be able to get back. I'll never have that time back. They took that from me, and they want to take that from me again, people. They want to steal that from me. There are some who will laugh and mock at my problems and my issues, and they'll say that I'm the cause of it. And I say to them, you're such a brave person to mock and make fun of somebody who's standing against the most considerable power in the world.
Well, now, Craig, I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I don't have to worry about the tyrants, the so-called tyrants, I should say, the most powerful force in the world, as you say. Yeah, I obey the law, and I do everything in my power to stay on the right side of the law. You, on the other hand, do everything in your power to stay on the wrong side of the law. That's the difference between you and I, Craig.
So it takes a very brave man. Now, I want to make sure I've been live for 26 minutes. Everybody, I want to go into one more thing. I want to show everybody one more thing. The state of Indiana versus Craig Henry. That's me. Now, the charges are right here. Count 1, resisting law enforcement. Defendant knowingly or intentionally forcibly resists, obstructs. That's the charge. Then they're saying that I violated the unlawful encroachment on an investigation by coming within 25 feet. They say I came within 25 feet of a law enforcement officer during his investigation. I will ask you all for some more help with donations because people, I'll be honest, I want everybody to understand, I went into this expecting my government to at least put on the facade of still defending our rights.
Craig, the government doesn't care about your rights. They've watched your videos over the past 2 years just like we all have. We know you're a smartass and that you don't like cops. We know that for a fact. You're a cop hater and you're an anarchist, boy. You hate everything about the government. So why would the government care two craps about you? Answer, they don't. Good people, we're going to leave that video right there because this was a 47-minute video and I've heard enough of his nonsense. However, let me show you a video from Dr. Dave's archives you may not have seen before when Craig gets arrested and he tries to be a smart aleck, but it doesn't work out. Let's roll that clip and be sure to enjoy.
Hello everybody, this is Craig with ATTY Audits. In today's video, I'm in the Newton County Jail intake section. This is not to be confused with the time that I got arrested last. This was an arrest that occurred on May 2nd for hurting a judge's feelings. What you're about to see is how they treat me upon my intake. Let's get into the video.
Huh? No, I'll give it back.
Keep an eye on this guy who just walked in and standing on the left-hand side. He's not going to be nice to Craig at all. Well, after all, it is a jail. They're not supposed to be nice, are they? Certainly not.
You say you're not answering any questions?
I don't answer questions, man.
We'll call it.
Yeah, you're gonna change?
Am I gonna change?
Yeah, you're supposed to be in jail clothes.
Why would I be in jail clothes, man? These clothes are fine. I don't got nothing on me. These clothes are
I
fine.
know, I just wanted to explain something to you. Like,
What do you want to explain to me?
that if you don't let us put you in, you will not be leaving. So you will sit here, whether that's 3 months, 3 years, whatever it is, until you let us put you in.
I tell you, when I see guys put on gloves like that, I can only think of one thing. Ooh, and it's not pleasant. I'm thinking about a cavity search. Ooh, bend over, grab your ankles, and cough a couple times? Ooh, that can't be pleasant at all. I bet Craig is wishing he had cooperated earlier, and now he wishes he had a get-out-of-jail-free card. Ooh, the poor lad.
Is that right?
Yes. All right, man. Jerry, bad enough?
Yeah. I just need to get my phone call.
You don't get a phone call?
Why?
Because you're not booked in.
Well, come on, then. Let's put me in.
Okay.
And hey, don't try to get aggressive
Don't
with me,
talk
alright?
like that on me.
No, don't try to aggressive. Dude, look, after I'm out of here, look, let's book it.
We're going in there and take.
Oh my goodness, I bet he doesn't have that grin on his face right now. Looks like he's getting manhandled a little bit. Let's take a look at that from a different camera angle, shall we?
Come on, then. Let's put me in. And hey, don't try to get aggressive with me,
Don't
alright?
like that on me.
No, don't try to aggressive. Dude, look, after I'm out of here, look, let's book it.
We're going in there and take.
Oh man, this isn't funny at all now, because all those times you mocked the police and they have you flat on the floor. Oh, you poor sweet thing, you. Now let's see, what does he say? Something about instigate, I don't know what he talks about, but you can bet there's going to be a lawsuit out of this one. Oh yeah, you can bet on that. But you know how much lawsuits cost? Wait till you find out how much it costs to retain an attorney. Oh, perhaps you'll be indigent, huh? Yeah. Or is that indignant? Well, both of those words apply in this case.
Are there cameras in here? Yep. So they just saw you knee my head in the ground?
Have fun.
A few minutes later.
Give me my glasses. Who's in charge here? Who's the boss? I wasn't resisting at all. I need to book in. They won't let me book in.
Well, first of all, you need to lose the attitude.
Well, I'm in jail for nothing. I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, you're here not because of us.
Right, but I'm trying to book in and they just kneed my face into the ground.
Oh, that sounds awful, lad. Do you think that was a law or a policy they were following? Oh, there's going to be some complaints and lawsuits. Oh, you'll have to crowdsource for the attorney fees, but your follows are stupid enough to give you money.
Apparently you deserve it.
What?
Apparently you deserve it.
I can't hear you.
I said apparently you deserved it.
I deserved it?
When you're here, you do what these gentlemen say.
I'm here for no reason. Let me book in.
That's what you say.
I need to get booked in.
Well, until you lose the attitude, it ain't gonna happen.
You guys aren't used to civil rights lawsuits, are you? Okay.
I've been doing this for a long time.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But
And nobody that has walked in here knows my job better than I do.
I know who you work for. I can't get water with these cuffs on. Guys, I need to drink. Guys, I need water.
Come on, officers. The boy said he needs water. Get the fire hose out. Yeah, like that movie. What was that? First Blood. The original First Blood, where Sylvester Stallone was in the jail cell and they got the water hose out. Yeah, they sprayed him down good. Let's do that to Craig. Yeah, get that water hose out.
Guys, I need to get booked in. Will you please let me get booked in?
I'm booking you in right now.
So we can do it from right here? Okay, so after that, can I get my phone call? Guys, this isn't about my attitude. You guys have a job. I've got rights.
Turn around and put your hands to the chest.
Hey man, look, brother, if you want to apologize for that, I won't press charges. Okay, I'm not going there. I'm going there. They're on the inside.
You know, this is a great video. The only thing I can't figure out is why he would post it. He must be really proud to have been in jail. I bet his mama's proud too, isn't she? Nah, well, this is what happens when you escalate things. When you refuse to do what you're asked by authority figures. Yeah, and he backtalked a judge. Why would you do that? Oh, that's right, because you have the First Amendment. Oh, you have a right to free speech, and what else does he have? Freedom of press, and all this other nonsense. Yeah, bro, I hope you're going to learn something, but we know you won't. We know you won't, because you're too stupid to learn anything. Did you finish school? Did you? Really? No doubt. Did you drop out in what, like the 9th grade? It's terrible. Pitiful.
Trust me, if there is any more incidents like before, he's done.
I don't want to get threatened. I don't really want to get threatened, man.
I'm not threatening. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
But you guys are going to hurt me. I get it. I get it. You're going to hurt me. And if I resist, I'll just be charged with something else. I get it. Can I get a phone call now?
Yeah, send it around. You looked in first. And right now, I don't think the inmate phones are working.
Oh, do tell. The inmate phones aren't working. Oh, that will never do. You're going to have to call 911. Or like Sidewalk Boy says, 991. Yeah, whatever it is, just call it.
Alrighty.
Well, there you have it, folks. Doesn't he look handsome behind a set of bars? Oh, such a crybaby. And I like the way they put him on the floor. They made quick work out of him, didn't they? Yeah, he didn't look so tough then. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you one thing, man. Once you're in jail, you're not the boss anymore. That First Amendment's not going to help you all that much. Yeah, you have freedom of speech. Go ahead, talk all you want. But it's not going to get you out of jail. And you know what? I do like the fact that Craig called me a snowflake in one of his emails. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, sweetheart. I've never been behind bars. I have no idea what it is to stare out from behind bars like that. But you got me beat on that one. I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, congratulations. At any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that. Now, considering that Craig already has, I think, a 4-year-old son, I believe he's 4, and he's got another daughter on the way, a little baby girl, you better get his stuff together, man, because what's he going to do? Have his kids grow up while he's in jail? Because that's the path he's headed down. I don't know who's going to pay for all these kids. I guess mommy and daddy are going to get stuck with the bill. You better grow up in a hurry, Craig, because people aren't going to keep giving you money to get out of jail, boy. Yeah, learn to live your life and stop this nonsense.
I've actually studied English, and I have over a 400 level education in English. I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
No reason. I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
I'm going to arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah. We're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you do.
record you in public, man.
Actually,
no, that's the law.
Oh, is that like a law?
Against the law.
Oh, what law is that? Funny, because I've never heard about that. I pay for that uniform, I pay for that car, I'm the taxpayer, right? You work for me, right? You're just a little guy. You're just a little guy. You work for me. You are a public servant. You are a public servant. You work for me.